This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
Oh, I feel for you. You lost your wallet sometime over the weekend, and now you're doing the whole, trying to retrace your steps, right?
It's harder and easier than ever before to try and retrace your digital footprint, because I know I lost it sometime between Friday afternoon and Saturday night. However, because you can Apple Pay now, I generally Apple Pay for everything, so I'm looking at my transactions, and yes, I was using my credit card all weekend, but not my physical credit card. So I know I had my wallet when I left the building here on Friday, and I realized Sunday morning I don't. The moment I lost it, I'm really not sure. So I can go through my transaction history, go through my calendar. I'm like, oh, I was here, I was at the gym, then I was at this event. But no idea. I've reached out to the 2 Uber drivers that I took this weekend, 2 Ubers.
Yeah.
Both perfectly lovely gentlemen, but they checked their car. It's not in there.
And you've canceled everything? You're going to be fine just in case somebody does try to use your credit card?
Not yet, because I've put a lock on them.
Okay.
But I haven't actually canceled them. Because I'm some small part of my brain is holding out, no suspicious transactions, and no one's doing anything with it.
Oh, so maybe it's just sitting in your condo. I've
turned the condo upside down, turned the car upside down. It's not there. But some small part of my brain is is someone going to return it? I've heard stories about it. This is only the second time I've ever lost my wallet. I'm maybe someone's going to put it in the mail. I've heard that's a thing.
Yes, that is actually a thing. You know what? You should have a little bit of faith. I actually read an article recently saying that people return wallets more often than you think. I know we like to think the world is a horrible place sometimes, and people aren't as kind as they used to be, but they have actually done experiments around the world, and they say that lost wallets come back more often than you think. In fact, it's roughly 2/3 of the time in Canada.
All right, so I'm probably going to be the 1/3 that doesn't get it back. That's how I'm preparing for this. I will tell you, though, my priorities ain't right. So yesterday, missing all my cards, I'm like, what do? I went to Costco because there's some crackers I like there. And I replaced my first card I replaced was my Costco card. And
First order of business is Costco?
And then I'm like, ooh, I'm not that far from the Nando's and Etobicoke. I'm out of the Pyrenees. So I'm like, the next card I report...
Nando's the fast food joint?
That's right. It's fast casual, okay? Diane. The next card I replaced was my Peri Peri Loyalty Rewards card. I need my Peri Peri.
Oh my gosh. Tell me that you are single and have no responsibilities.
I have not replaced my license, my health card, my credit, my debit cards.
Oh my
gosh. Those 2, though, I've got in my wallet, and I'm very, very happy.
And you still might get your wallet back, so maybe you won't have to replace those things. I think you should have faith, and I think there are probably people who are listening right now who maybe have been in that situation. They lost their wallet, and somebody returned it.
Okay, listen, then help me keep the faith, okay? Because I'm not feeling too good about it. They say the first 24 hours is the most crucial when you've lost a wallet. It's been 48 to 72. I've heard squat.
And you've already made a bunch of bad decisions.
Hey, listen, I loaded up on Pyrenees. I'm good. If you have lost a wallet and you've had it returned, all right, Donna in Mississauga, have you ever had your wallet returned?
Earlier this year, in January, I went to Walmart with my wallet, and then I wanted to use the washroom. So I went in there, and I put my wallet down on the toilet paper holder. Used the toilet, got up, came out, washed my hands, walked out with the cards, started shopping to what I needed. And when I got to the cash register, I paid with my phone.
Yes.
Yes.
I went out to the car, and when I went in, I go, where's my wallet? So I put the stuff in the car, and I backtracked back into the store, and I remembered, the washroom. I went in there, it was gone. I go, oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Who came in the washroom after me? No. So I went to the customer service, and I asked. I said, nope, nothing is here. I go, okay. This was on a Sunday. I went home. I left the information at Walmart to say, okay, fine. If they find it, they'll call me. Monday morning, they called me. I was so happy. Someone returned it.
No way.
Nice.
There's good people out there.
Nice.
And was everything...
And everything was in it. I cried all night Sunday because I'm saying, oh, my God, I got to go get my driver's license, health card, everything again.
Aw, Don, I love hearing that. Thank you for sharing that. See, Gurdeep?
Yes.
Keep the faith.
I wish I lost it in the Walmart bathroom. I don't even know where I lost it. Thanks so much, Donna. Have a great day.
Okay, bye.
Ray in Mississauga, has this ever happened to you?
I actually was the opposite. I found a lost wallet.
Oh. And?
And so I work at a warehouse, and we have customer pickups. So I had a customer come pick up a keg. I work at the beer store, and they left, I guess, their wallet on the roof of the car, and when they drove off, it fell off. So when I found it a few hours later, before I wanted to return it, like using Canada Post, I searched the name on social media, and I found that person.
No way.
Yeah, they didn't live too far, so I met up with them. They tried to give me cash, but I didn't want to accept it. But I have a feeling that Gurdeep will get his wallet back.
Wow.
Ray, you're a good man, and I wish I lost it in your presence. I'd have a lot more faith that it's coming back to me. I hope. My fingers are crossed. Ray, thanks for sharing that, buddy. Appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you.
Jen texting in. How about this? Now, this isn't for me, but this might help you. Jen says, if you were getting your car washed at the Esso in Lindsay yesterday, you left your Amex card in the payment machine. It's waiting for you at the gas kiosk. Jen, I appreciate you. That wasn't me. I wasn't in Lindsay. But if you were listening and this was you, we'll do you a solid. Forget me.
Yeah. Okay.
If you did this in Lindsay yesterday at the Esso, got your car washed, you left your Amex card just waiting for you at the gas kiosk.
See, I love that we're doing this. We're just putting it out there that, people are doing the right thing when they're supposed to do the right thing, which tells me the fact that nobody has made any purchases on your card tells me it's sitting somewhere.
Right?
Right?
Yeah. What if Coffee the Pooch has it?
You know what?
She's about to go ham.
She's probably, I wouldn't put it past her with the side eye. That's what's going on. She's a little suspicious.
She's been planning this for 7 years.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Guys, thank you, because what I'm learning from all of you today is that you have lots of lost wallet stories.
Yes.
And lots of wallets that have been returned and recovered. So I lost my wallet on the weekend. I don't have it back yet, but I'm feeling much more optimistic now than I was 3 hours ago.
That song probably helped too. Don't Stop Believing. That
totally. It
maybe,
fits the theme.
Just maybe, somebody's going to return your wallet. No charges have been made on the credit card, correct?
Not yet. No, nothing.
So it's sitting somewhere.
And the only 2 cards I've restored so far are my Costco card and my Peri Peri
You
loyalty
gotta
card.
have priorities. You gotta have
Eat
priorities.
my Peri Peri chicken. We're looking for your lost wallet stories to restore my faith here. Gary in Uxbridge, what happened?
My wife and I were in Vancouver, and we were flying to Calgary. And I'm driving along to the airport, and I see a wallet on the road. So I stop, I pick it up. In it is a ticket from Calgary to Vancouver on WestJet. So I went, oh my gosh, the guy was going to the airport to fly back to Calgary. So we get to the airport, and I said, look, I've just found this wallet. And they go, oh, my gosh, we just had to reroute the guy because he missed his flight. We have to put him through Edmonton, and then from Edmonton down to Calgary. And I said, well, I'm going to Calgary right now, but I'll deliver the wallet to Calgary.
What?
Wow.
And yes, so they said, well, we'll get a hold of the guy and let him know.
Come on.
I get to Calgary. They're waiting for the wallet. And they advised me they got a hold of the guy through the pilot in the air to tell him that his wallet would be waiting for him in Calgary.
Oh, my.
There was a substantial amount of money in it as well.
Wow.
And the guy phoned me up later. He says, you have no idea. And what I had to go through was insane. So this is just a blessing.
Oh, wow. Gary, you're a good Samaritan.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
There are people out there, and they will bring it back to you.
All right. I'm feeling slightly better about my chances now. I'm going to say there's a 6% chance of me getting it back. I came into the show with a 3%.
Oh, okay.
I'm up to 6. Thanks, Gary.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Yes, you found a wallet, you returned it, you lost a wallet, it was returned. You got to have faith, Gurdeep.
If only I had lost it in Calgary. I'd have it back by now. Lorena in Mississauga, what happened to you?
So a few years ago, my husband was putting all of our 3 kids in his car, and he placed his wallet and his iPad on top of his car, forgot it there, and took off.
Oh, no.
Took the kids to school. Yeah, and same thing, canceled everything, put the lock on the iPad, and a few days later, the wallet showed up in our mailbox, completely full, nothing was taken, and a month later, the iPad showed up at the police station. I guess they had tried to do something with it, but it was locked. So they returned it to the police station, and we got both items back.
Wow.
The iPad must have been smashed up, though, right? Like falling off a car?
No. Well, no, it wasn't, because it was in a really thick protective case. And my husband didn't go too far, and we even retraced our steps.
Wow.
And I guess in the interim that he left, somebody saw it, picked it up. Nobody drove over it because we were in a residential area. And but we were just fortunate more for the wallet than for the iPad.
Wow, Lorena.
Fantastic.
That's fantastic. Ooh. Okay. Well, there you go. There are good people in the world.
I take your wallet and I
You
raise
have
you
to
an
believe.
iPad.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Lorena.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
So it's March break next week, and maybe you already have plans with what you're going to do with the kids. Maybe you're going away if
Do
you're
we
lucky
get it
enough
off
to do
too?
that. We do not.
There should be March break for adults.
I'm
There
with you.
needs to be.
Or I guess that's spring break.
Yeah, but we don't get that off.
We don't, but I mean, people go like when we were younger. You had spring
Yeah,
break.
we're not young. I want a break.
You want like an adult midlife
I
break?
don't ever need the whole week. Just make it like a March break long weekend.
Okay.
How's that?
Yeah, I'll take that. Why not? I have to say, my kids are off for 2 weeks.
Come
2 weeks?
on,
I don't
man.
remember it being 2 weeks when we were growing up.
See, a Bodhi taught us a day.
Yeah.
2 weeks is obscene. That's like a winter break.
It's so long that I actually looked into like a March break camp because I was like, what am I going to do for 2 weeks with them at home? And I was so late. I started looking maybe like mid-January.
That feels like plenty of runway, no?
No, everything was already.
Steph is shaking her head.
I didn't
Just like,
know.
hold my beer.
I'm new at this. I did not know that.
When is someone supposed to start looking for a March break camp? Like before when they were in the womb?
Yes, if they come out, they'll tell you when they open up, which I think is like late November, beginning of December.
That
and
early?
if you're not on at like 8 a.m. that morning, you're not getting anything.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. So
gosh.
that didn't
So
work out.
Is this just like a rookie parenting mistake?
Wait, don't call me a rookie.
No, I'm
Only
saying
I can call me a rookie.
I would have thought January I was fine.
Yeah, I thought so too.
This
I
is
was
just something you're going to take as you learn as you sort of take your licks.
It's so true. And, just even like the idea of hearing the kids say like, I'm bored or like, what are we doing today? It stresses me out. And there are people who know what they're doing. There are people who are very experienced in this way. And they know like every day they've got something planned or they're going to be outdoors or they've got something on the to-do list.
Okay, well, let's go to a veteran parent in the room. Steph, your kids are 15 and 11. What's the game plan for March break?
So 15 and 12.
Sorry,
Yeah,
15
12 and a half.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going on 13.
Yeah, they're just going to stay home. Like, I'm going to leave after work. They're probably still sleeping. And then they're
they'll
going to
be
be
so
home.
happy.
Yeah, and that's what they want to do. But when they were younger, I tried setting them up in the camps and nothing really worked. I think there was 1 year that we got them in. But otherwise, I would be off. Like, I would take it off because there's nothing else that you can do. Like, I don't have family here, so that was my option. And then we'd do stuff. We'd go out on, like, day trips, and I'd take them, like, downtown, and we'd go to the ROM, and we'd go to
Ooh, yeah.
Science Center,
Take them
that
to
sort
the
of stuff.
aquarium. That
Yeah.
would be so cool for them.
It's also going to be so busy everywhere.
Yes,
but,
it
it's
is.
fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Okay, so look, parents, help me out, help other parents out. This is like parents helping other parents. I'm gonna.
This is the parent equivalent of cramming for a test. It's the Tuesday before March break.
like,
Your
tell me
kids
what to
are
do.
off-
Help.
Yeah, your kids are off for 2 weeks. You're like, hey, parents, what do I do with my kids for 2 weeks?
Should tell you a little something about how I studied
Oh,
back in the day. So,
dear.
what should parents do with their kids next week during March break?
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Pooja left March break to the last minute, and now we're asking for your help. What should she do with her kids?
Yes, and parents helping parents with ideas. I love this. Chantel writing in, kids need downtime. They don't need their whole March break plan. Maybe one special activity, then let them be bored. Let them learn to find their thing to do. So build forts in the house, let
Love
them
it.
read, play board games. Great advice, Chantel.
Building forts was like peak childhood. I love that. Allison in Bolton, any advice for Pooja and other parents who maybe left March break to the last minute?
Yeah, so I agree with the camps if you can get them in. My kids' daycare does a summer or March break camp.
Mm-hmm.
I do lots of fun things outside. So let's paint the snow, we go tobogganing,
Oh,
and then some day trips.
Did you say paint the snow?
Yeah, you buy spray bottles from the dollar store, put a little
Oh.
bit of paint in them, mix it with water, and send them outside. They spray the backyard, and it looks like an Easter egg.
Oh, okay. That's not what I thought you were insinuating. I've only painted the snow one way, and it's not a way I would
Oh, my
recommend.
This is a kid from Gurdeep.
Allison. And then he wonders why I don't invite him over.
And it's expensive, but there's also Great Wolf Lodge for a couple days.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's great. Okay,
Nice.
I like your ideas. Thanks so much, Allison.
Thanks, Allison.
Thanks. Have a great day.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
this is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Funny thing happened to me last weekend. So I went for a catch-up coffee with a good friend. Hadn't seen him in a while, and we just were like bringing my dog. Like, let's go to a coffee shop, grab a couple of coffees. We'll go for a walk.
Nice.
And I'm putting in the order. You know me, flat white.
Yes.
With coconut milk. I'm like, what do you want? He's like, Americano. And as he said it, it just kind of cut the air. Americano. In these times we're living in, I know that's so silly, but in these times we're living in, I was like, oh, I looked at him like it's a joke. I was like, oh, it's not very patriotic of you. And he kind of got red-faced, and he's like, Canadiano. And then the barista had like a laugh. We all had a laugh, whatever. We got our coffees, and we forgot about it.
It's not even something I would have thought of until you just brought it up.
I know, but now isn't it funny that the word Americano, saying that in public here, kind of cuts the air?
So yesterday, it's funny you brought that up. I saw on my feed on Instagram this Italian bakery, and they posted a video of making a coffee, and they said this will now be known as the Canadiano.
Oh, someone's actually doing this.
They're not going to accept you
Where?
calling it
Yes.
at St. Philip's Bakery.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if this was along Lakeshore and Park Lawn, I'm like, yeah, this is because of
stole my idea.
my interaction. That's so great,
I
though.
love
Why
that.
not? The Canadiano.
Yep.
So next time you go into a coffee shop, if an Americano is normally your order, don't even laugh. Just when they ask what
Straight
you want,
face?
you're like, Canadiano, please. They'll know what you mean.
Oh, I love that. But if we're going to do that, then I think we can't stop there. I think we have to start to make other things Canadian because the
Let's do
list
it.
is long.
Like what? What do you got?
Like buffalo wings. We can't call
Oh.
them buffalo wings anymore. Like, I don't know. Maybe they just need like a more Canadian version of like maple glazed wings.
Oh,
or
there we
something.
go.
Yeah.
I like that. I do like myself a New York strip loin steak. I'm like, Alberta's got good beef. Why don't we go do it like a Calgary strip loin steak?
Yeah. It
You mean
rolls off the
Alberta.
tongue.
Alberta strip loin steak.
A California roll? What are you going to call that?
Ooh.
Should that be like a BC roll?
BC's got good sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
BC roll.
I like that very much.
You probably have better ideas than we do.
Philly cheesesteak. Montreal's got good food.
Oh, they do. I actually don't know anything about their smoked meat, but I hear it's really good.
Yes, they're known for their deli sandwiches. I think this is the tip of the iceberg here. Let's Canadianize some popular things, some things that maybe have an American slant to them. Let's
Yes.
Canadianize them along the lines of a Canadiano.
I like that.
Okay,
help
make
us
it
out
Canadian.
Here. How about that?
Make it Canadian. That's the assignment this morning. Make it Canadian. Let's do this together. Give us a call, 416-872-CHFI, or drop us a text at 981-981.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Canada is great, so we are asking you to make it Canadian. This inspired by me being out for a coffee with my buddy, and as he ordered an Americano, it's almost like it cut the air at the coffee shop. Everyone it's like record scratch. Everyone's like, we all looked. We're like, Americano? And then
How
he's like,
dare you?
He's like, haha, Canadiano? And then everyone had a laugh. And I'm like, that's so brilliant.
Yeah.
Order a Canadiano if you're in a coffee shop today.
Look, obviously this is ridiculous, but there are a bunch of different things that we can make Canadian. Why
make it
not?
Canadian.
Yeah. Let's go to John in Mississauga. Can you make something Canadian for us?
Sure. How about Toronto-style cheesecake?
Oh, that's better than like New York style.
That actually, Toronto-style cheesecake actually sounds more delectable than New York-style cheesecake.
Yeah.
Toronto.
Another one.
Ooh, let's hear it.
Canadian deep dish pizza.
Canadian, because normally it's
Or
Chicago.
Or Toronto-style, maybe.
Toronto-style deep dish pizza.
Like it.
Toronto
Now,
style.
are we still making it the same way? Or are we putting our own spin on it too? Do we do something a little different to make it?
More bacon?
Yeah.
Glaze it with maple syrup. You know, like a little hot honey pizza? So you do
Okay.
jalapenos and glaze with a little honey.
Yeah, that works.
For sure. And put bacon on anything, for sure.
I'm getting hungry now, John. What have you done to me?
That's great, John. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Have a good one.
See you guys.
That's good. I think I got it, though. So John said like Toronto-style deep dish because it's Chicago normally. So
Right.
it's got to kind of sound like it. So what
Gotta
about
sound like Chicago.
like charcuterie deep dish?
Oh.
Or
What about Scarborough? No?
Scarborough deep
Yes,
dish.
the
I
same.
like that.
The same but different.
That's the one right there. Keep them coming. This person texted in, Daniel from Keswick, saying, I see your buffalo wings turned into maple wings. I raise it to Winnipeg wings.
Oh.
See, I'm a fan of alliteration,
Yes.
so Winnipeg wings for the win.
It does sound better. Amir from Richmond Hill writing in saying Boston cream donut should be a Nanaimo bar donut.
Oh, that's
Oh.
good. Another person on the text line actually saying, forget Boston cream. How about BC cream?
BC cream.
I think that one wins.
When you go to order one, you're like, give me a BC cream. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that.
Paul from Oshawa was saying, how about this one for the Philly cheesesteak? I like the Montreal melt instead. Again, alliteration will always tug at my heartstrings.
This one is from Melanie saying, how about Long Island iced tea should be renamed Thousand Island iced tea?
I love that.
That's so good.
I've never been to the Thousand Islands, but Heard they're quite beautiful.
And now I'm actually getting a visual, though, of the actual dressing.
No,
so that's not,
no, you
that's
don't
not how you
drinking
want
that.
your iced tea.
I love this text from Angela in Markham. She said, forget KFC. How about Canuck fried chicken?
That's
Come
good.
on. Solid.
Angela.
The Colonel actually lived in Toronto for a brief time, by the way.
Really?
He did. Yeah.
How do you know that?
Just random fact I came across. How do I know all the random crap I know?
Can't beat Gurdeep.
There we go.
Mary from Belleville writing in. Good morning, Pooja and Gurdeep. Texas toast to Toronto toast.
Yes.
I
Everything's
like that.
bigger and better in Toronto.
Are we giving ideas to like establishments to come up with some new marketing material?
I
you
hope
think?
so. We're putting this out into the ether. I'd be so happy if the next time I roll into my local Sobeys, I see a little Texas toast on the shelf.
Toronto toast.
Yeah,
Toronto
sorry, is that what I
toast.
just said? Yeah, Toronto toast.
Yeah, I know. It's not. It doesn't roll off the tongue yet.
Not yet.
Okay, I know that we're doing this, and you guys have all been great at making it Canadian, but I just realized something.
What?
Boston pizza and New York fries, they are Canadian.
Right.
So what do we do there?
We change it to Bolton pizza and Newmarket fries.
Yes. Okay, sure.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
I'm convinced that Gurdeep comes up with these questions just so he can watch my face while I read them, like this one. 15% of Canadians have been interrupted by this during alone time.
And alone time is in quotes.
Yes.
You know what we're talking about.
15% of Canadians have been interrupted by this during alone time. And I think this needs a hint right away.
Okay. It involves technology.
Okay.
How's that? So 15% of Canadians have been interrupted by this during alone time. It involves technology. That's how you got to read it.
You should have just read it to begin with.
That's why I put it in quotes for you.
Well, I don't know to say it like that. 15% of Canadians have been interrupted by this during alone time.
There we go. See, it involves technology. What do you think it is?
A lot of guesses at 981-981, including this one from Jennifer. Their Alexa chimes in and says, I didn't quite get that.
Quiet, Alexa. You're ruining this.
Good guess, Jennifer. Not the right answer.
DK in Whitby says Amber Alert.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
That might dampen the mood.
And the sound, you know that sound, right? It's very jarring.
Oh, yeah. No, you're not coming back from that.
No. Lori from Brampton writing, alarm clock. That's a good guess.
Alarm clock. Oh, yeah, that would not be good. All right, let's try some calls here. So 15, the percentage isn't that high. 15% of Canadians say they've been interrupted by this during alone time. Lori in Uxbridge, what do you think?
By a phone call.
By a phone
Phone
call?
call, yeah, it happens. It's a good guess, but not the right answer.
All right.
Thanks, Lori.
Thank you.
Brian from Acton, do you have a guess to our Nearly Impossible question?
I do. I got the hint, and I think that the cell phone's too easy, so I'm going to guess something like a baby monitor.
Ooh, baby monitor. See, like you can ignore a cell phone ringing.
Yeah.
You can't ignore a baby monitor. That's a full stop sign.
This is true.
Yeah.
Brian, are you speaking from experience?
Yes.
And I'm guessing the person I'm staring at right now might also be speaking from experience.
We gotta go. Thanks, Brian.
Very true. Take care.
Okay, bye.
Hey, let's head to Colburn. Friend of the show, Michelle. What's your guess?
My guess is their boss or their work calling them.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Okay,
such
now,
bad timing.
Here's the question: if that happens, if you see your boss's number lighting up while that's happening, do you ignore it?
Yes.
Wow, didn't even think about that.
We have to think about our boss listening, so we're going to say no. We would definitely pick up that call. What if it's important?
See, it would ruin it for me because then I'm thinking about my boss.
Yeah, no, still not answering the phone.
Michelle, good guess, but not the right answer.
No problem. Thanks.
Bye.
Wes from Toronto. Good morning. What's your guess?
Is it a face talk or a Zoom call from a text worker, a coworker, or family?
A face talk or a Zoom call?
It's so specific, Wes. Are you speaking from experience?
It happens.
You got to put that phone on silent when it's go time. You know what I mean?
Wes, good guess, not the right answer.
All right, have a good day.
You too. Matt from Bradford, what's your guess to our Nearly Impossible question?
The Ring doorbell.
You got it!
How did you know that?
Past experiences, right?
You're like, nobody come by to drop off a package between the hours of 1 and 3.
Yeah.
Matt, and then you get the notification and you have to look. Who's at the door?
You got to look back.
Oh, man. Sometimes you just got to bury your head in the sand. Matt,
Ring has that option, that feature where you can actually talk to the person outside as well. You know, you could turn on the speaker and be like, "You gotta go."
This is getting weird now.
This is getting weird.
Matt, you got it, buddy. Thanks for playing.
All right, have a great day, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.